people of Paris! There's no one left to protect you!
This overly transformed theme.
If it were to fail, Natalie, I could never forgive myself.
Well, Gabriel, it looks like you'll never be able to forgive yourself then, because you're not the main character and you'll always fail. Such is the way of this universe.
Lila has been harboring her rage against Ladybug for months, and today, wherever she looks, she'll see the object of her hatred. And as predicted, her anger will reach devastating heights.
Gabriel, I keep telling you, it's not their emotions that matter, it's the type of person they are. Lila is a compulsive liar who isn't even good at lying. There's no way she would be able to defeat Ladybug and Cat Noir. Plus, all you needed her for in this plan was the power of illusions. You could have akumatized Natalie and done that yourself. Heck, you could have akumatized literally anyone and achieved the same result. Also, the implication that two grown adults have been stalking a supposed teenager is really gross. Could you two get any more despicable?
Tell us about your week in the Kingdom of Achu.
Prince Ali invited me and my parents to his gorgeous palace. Excuse me, Lila, but Prince Ali couldn't possibly have invited you because he is in the United States. I never said he was actually there, Marinette. I just said he invited us, that's all.
Marinette, if you want to really expose her lie, you should have asked her what she did with the prince and then brought up the fact that he's not even there. Right now, you're just making yourself look bad. When dealing with a compulsive liar, you want to allow them to lie their pants off and then confront them with proof of their lies only after they've dug their own grave. That aside, it should be pretty obvious that Lila is lying simply because no one's life is that extraordinary without being a celebrity, and if she was a celebrity, you would have heard of her before she joined your class. Lila is such a terrible liar that everyone else has to turn brain dead in order to accommodate her, which is just as annoying as it sounds. Also, who video chats with a student during school? Don't you have teaching to do? Man, Miss Bustier, you must really want to beat Miss Mendelea for that Worst Teacher of the Year award. I hate to break it to you, but you're going to have to try a little harder than that.
His parents hosted the visit. She's lying, and I'll expose her for the fake that she is.
Oh no, Marinette, not that again. She's not a liar. You're just jealous of Lila because she tried to hit on Adrian.
Alya, you're generally a pretty good friend, except when it comes to Lila, because of course we have to character assassinate everyone else to make Lila a threat. Even if Marinette was just jealous, why would you speak to your best friend like that? This is obviously just a photo behind her. The trees and water aren't moving, there's no lens flare from the supposed sun, plus she should be casting a pretty large shadow on it given where the light source she's using is. I know people were a lot less suspicious of fake videos back then, but surely someone would have noticed.
I miss you guys so much. It's so hard being away on this magical trip so far from my friends, and especially on Heroes Day.
Dude, you were in class once. They are not your friends. Why is everyone awing about this?
What good deed are you planning on this special day?
Today, I'll be meeting up with Prince Ali to show him an idea I came up with. During our world travels, my diplomat parents have helped me convince the leaders of several nations to agree to reduce world pollution, and I'm very optimistic that the prince will jump on board.
Okay, no, I won't accept this one at all. Everyone, and this time I really mean everyone, should be able to tell that this is a lie. I've actually never heard a worse lie in my entire life.
Oh, that's incredible, Lila. Thank you on behalf of planet Earth.
Miss Bustier, why would Lila be the one doing that and not the actual diplomats? And what the heck does reducing world pollution even mean? What is the plan, exactly? How do they intend on doing that? Do you really think the world governments had the means to do that this whole time and only decided to implement it now because of a single teenager? And that's not even covering the reality of lobbying and vested interests. Bustier, you need to step down because you are clearly way too stupid to teach anyone anything.
Superheroes like Ladybug might save lives, but they couldn't care less about the environment, so somebody has to come to the rescue.
Lila is a witch, and everyone, again, I mean everyone, should realize that after what she just said. They go on to talk about how much they love Ladybug and Cat Noir, and yet they don't even bat an eye when Lila outright insults Ladybug? How can you guys be so moronic?
And school still hasn't reopened yet?
No, it's too dangerous with all these Akumatizations happening.
No mother would just accept that. Sure, immediately after this she says the principal is calling, but it seems like Lila has been absent from school for a while, and her mother should have already called the school to confirm, thus exposing Lila's lies.
Ah, there he is now, your school principal.
Do not answer him! He's been Akumatized too!
Wow, this girl is a terrible mother. If my daughter ever snatched my phone out of my hand like that, you better bet she's getting punished. Unacceptable behavior on all sides here.
All these Akumatizations are quite concerning. I'll bring it up at our next embassy meeting.
And what do you expect the embassy to do about it? It's not like they can defeat Hawkmoth.
This year, Ladybug and Cat Noir have been our heroes, protecting us from the terrible Hawkmoth. So this year, I'm gonna visit the elderly residents down at the local retirement home and play them all their favorite songs. Today, I've planned to give my fencing classmates a lesson in Chinese and my Chinese classmates a lesson in fencing.
Last year, I wrote an article about equipping public buildings with disabled access. I decided I too could do better, so I got the mayor's approval to improve facilities so that handicapped kids could actually attend our school.
Sorry, what? No kid is going to be able to do that, and also, why wasn't that the case already? Andre's terrible management strikes again. Also, does France not have laws about that kind of thing?
What about you, Marinette?
I have macarons. Wow, like every year? You obviously went above and beyond, Dupan Chang.
Hey, she did what she could, and that's better than nothing.
Now that I'm a superhero myself, I'll be signing autographs for anyone who wants one. I'm actually organizing a school-wide macaron tasting. There'll be more than just macarons, too. There'll be pastries and pies and fruits and cakes for anyone who wants them. I invite everybody to the biggest tasting ever at the park tonight.
Marinette, I know macarons might seem lame, but I guarantee your classmates will appreciate that good deed more than some random kids getting fencing lessons or some old people listening to music, and they'll definitely appreciate it more than getting Chloe's autograph. Plus, no one was making you feel bad about it, and Alya was even defending you from Chloe. So why lie? Also, Marinette, if you're gonna lie, why not lie about something you can actually pull off? Like, say you organize for Ladybug to come to the school or something. Yeah, it would still be stupid, but at least it'd be doable. Or you could say you're going to design an item of clothing for everyone. I know you have a stash of gifts for Adrian, so you can just draw from that and replace the gifts later. Of course, the best solution to this is just to not lie and say you forgot and that you'll figure something out later. No one is going to judge you for that. Also, I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys this, but those are macarons, not macaroons.
If I didn't have this giant ladybug cake to finish by tonight, I would gladly rise to the challenge.
Tom, what exactly have you been doing all this time? That cake has not progressed at all since we saw it this morning.
Liar, traitor, coward.
How is Ladybug any of those things just because she called you out for lying? I really don't get why she's so mad. Sure, she called you out in front of Adrian, but you literally only met him that day. Why are you so attached to him? Even as far as psychopaths go, this obsession over Ladybug is a little much.
And make this hero's day a nightmare for all Parisians.
Look at all these Parisians.
Hawkmoth pronounces it as Parisians, and this girl and myself pronounce it as Parisians. Which one do you think is more correct? Obligatory, that's not what she played. Sin.
It's not nice to deny a request from a friend of a friend.
We probably won't be friends again until you're de-akumatized.
What's with the dialogue? It's not like anyone's close enough to hear it, so why include it, Volpina?
Catalyst, I gave you the ability to boost powers.
Hawkmoth, I give you the power to release as many Akumas as you desire.
This is cool and all, but why can't Hawkmoth just Akumatize himself to be able to Akumatize more people? We know he can mimic and enhance existing Miraculous's powers and Akumatize himself, so why involve Natalie at all?
From now on, you are the almighty Scarlet Moth.
Again, a name change. It's cringy and stupid.
I've got 32 minutes before the end of lunch break at a rate of 10 macarons per minute. That works out to one big fail. Anyone can get carried away from time to time.
Marinette, this is awesome. My father gave me permission to come to your tasting. You didn't bake enough pastries for me, is that it?
Oh no, we've got plenty.
Marinette, you know you can't pull it off, so why are you digging your hole even deeper? It doesn't even make sense for her to do this.
You're right, Clara. There's no sense in celebrating Heroes Day either.
You can hear Jagged say, "Oh, ha ha, that is horrible," but his mouth doesn't move. Or maybe it's, "Oh, ha ha, that's adorable." I really can't tell.
Don't let fear control you, Julika!
That's it. We can't let fear get the better of us.
It worked!
This should not work. I addressed this back in Zombie Zoo, but Hawkmoth's power does not or should not work like this because his power is to turn people into his slaves. Nuru even says as much back in Origins. So why would he need to make people upset in order to Akumatize them? Let's talk about it. When Hawkmoth Akumatizes people, they do things they would never normally do. Plus, they lose their memories, implying that they were not the ones in control, Hawkmoth was. If Hawkmoth's power was just the ability to give people superpowers, he wouldn't be able to make these people do his bidding, because no matter how angry you are about your best friend's dad ruining his birthday party, you're not going to want to destroy the world. Even if his power just heightens emotions that are already there, that's still a form of brainwashing, because these people never would have done these things under normal circumstances. I've seen some theories that say they have to willingly accept the power first, and then Hawkmoth takes control of them, but if that's true, why would anyone accept this request? Like I said before, these people are not psychopaths. Well, most of them aren't, and they would not accept this deal unless they were being influenced by his powers to begin with. In short, Hawkmoth should be able to Akumatize everyone everyone in Paris, regardless of how they feel about it. Then again, this show can't be consistent for even a single episode, so maybe I just have to accept these convoluted and nonsensical rules and move on. I don't like it, but I guess it is the way it is. Doesn't make it any less sinful, though. These butterflies just vanish. They don't even get an animation. They just cease to exist.
We must go see Master Fu right away! Take it!
Why are you transforming? With so many villains around, it would be better to go as Marinette so they don't think to follow you.
Good, Gorizilla.
Why did Gorizilla's eyes change colors here? That doesn't normally happen when Hawkmoth communicates with his villains.
Whatever happens, do not release Adrian. His safety is your #1 priority.
Flag didn't say Cataclysm. Is that not required for Kwamis? If so, why did he say it back in Style Queen? For dramatic flair? On second thought, that does seem like something Flag would do. Also, doing this pretty much reveals your identity, Adrian. Cat Noir is nowhere in sight, and it's not like the streets would just crumble for no reason. If Hawkmoth has any sort of brain cells left, he would realize what just happened.
See that? I barely destroyed anything.
Acknowledgement does not a sin undo. The damage should have been much more severe considering what we saw in Style Queen and everything we've heard about Plague so far.
Do not let her out of your sight, Vanisher. Without knowing it, she's going to lead us to the Guardian of the Miraculous.
I knew it! No more evil doing for you, little Akuma.
How did you know where the Akuma was, and how did you grab it when you can't see anything?
I'm going to tell them all not to lose hope. Well, it is Heroes Day after all.
Ladybug assumes Vanisher was the only one following her, even though Hawkmoth has all of Paris under his command, any number of which he could have turned invisible in order to follow her. The worst part is she's actually right.
I always knew that Hawkmoth would one day realize just how powerful he could be. That day has come, Marinette.
And yet, he literally never does this again. Also, he could already pretty much do this as seen in Stoneheart. He's just really stupid.
You must pick an ally you can trust to fight alongside you on this mission.
Once again, the bottom drawers don't get the honor of opening.
Oh yeah, we know. You guys like action movies, right? I know I'm revealing your secret identities, but I don't have time to find a good excuse to give them to you separately. Rena Rouge and Carapace, I need you both.
Hawkmoth should be able to see through these Akumas and should now know their identities. Maybe there's too much for him to keep track of, but he should be on the lookout for Ladybug, right?
I've got a mission for you.
Whoa.
Ladybug sent over her second fiddle?
Know what? I'm sure I can find Ladybug a much better Queen Bee.
Okay, we're good. Give it to me. We've got work to do.
What's the magic word?
This is the way Adrian truly feels about Chloe, right? Then why did he lecture Marinette back in Maledictator? You clearly don't like her either, Adrian.
Could you give me my miraculous Cat Noir, please?
I'm sorry I didn't get that.
Please!
Ladybug handed Cat Noir the Bee Miraculous without the box earlier, so she must have opened the box before meeting up with him, handed him the Miraculous, and then gave him the box to put the Miraculous in off screen. That's a lot of extra steps for the benefit of an audience you don't even know exists, Ladybug. I swear, half of this episode is transformation sequences.
So, what's the hero's plan, milady?
You know, I really don't think we needed a two-parter for this. Just cut out the transformation sequences and the unnecessary Lila exposition, and I think we could have made it work with one. I guess that depends on how much actual story is in the next one, though. I suppose we'll see.
Fear? Fear is afraid of me!
They go on to talk about how much they love Ladybug and Cat Noir, but yet they don't even bat an eye when I know you have a the trees and water aren't moving, there's no lens flare from the
Liar! Traitor! Coward!
Get in my vans, kids.
And I'm almost there, almost there. Thank you to EmoBaest, Trip Meyers, KassKreations, the Illuminati, MC, Allie Onyx, the original Starwalker, BeanMan 55, Adamervinp, and Swanky Nugget for supporting the channel on Patreon.